Yeah, I think my message is just for people to ultimately do what the fuck you want to do. Like, as cliche as that shit sounds, like, you hear every person be like, yeah, if you really put your mind to it, it's like, no, that shit is real, yeah.
Hit me up, you know I got the vibe, yeah, floating.
What's good, everybody? We here on The Vibe. I'm your host, DK. Today with me with my man, Heno. What's good, dog?
What's poppin', yo? How you doing?
Good, bro. How you living?
I'm good, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm coolin'. Good to be back home in Maryland, you feel me?
Of course. You out there living in Cali right now, right?
Yeah, I live in California, between Los Angeles and the Bay Area, but I've been out there for like 3 years, but I'm from Maryland, Tacoma Park.
What was the reason moving out there?
Let's see. I felt like it was around the end of 2014, beginning of 2015, I was just feeling like as much music I was doing on this side, I felt like there are just circumstances and situations going on that I just needed to like go somewhere else. And I just wanted to I just wanted to be somewhere else and kind of like develop my own stuff. So like, and then an opportunity just like that kind of presented itself for me to go to the Bay. And
dude, I feel that more than you know. I feel that.
Yeah.
What made you go out to the Bay?
There was some artists out there, I'll just say, that reached out to me and wanted me to like basically just make music out there with them, and I just learned a lot, how to go to a lot of things, and going between the Bay and LA opened my eyes to just a lot of stuff that I thought I knew about the industry, and like just learning and making music and doing shows and stuff. And yeah, I just kind of stayed out there.
Which you like better, the Bay or LA?
I like the Bay more for like the people and like just dope ass food spots. Like, you know, I love Oakland. Oakland's a place that I consider like my second home outside of Maryland, like the DMV, because it feels exactly the same. It looks the same, but like I love LA for the weather and like just the amount of stuff you can get into and do. It's fun. Yeah.
So what are some of the better things of someone that's never been to LA, someone that's lived on the East Coast his whole life? What are the best things? What am I missing out on?
Weather 100. I love Maryland, but the weather out here is trash, yo. Like every day, it was just raining 2 days ago, and then today it was sunny as hell. You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
Like it changes every day. California, you're getting the same weather every day. Like in LA, you'll get
gorgeous.
70 degrees. Like people trip when it's 50 degrees and say it's too cold. It's like, nah, like they don't know cold out there. They don't know rain. And then when it does rain, it's so like people be freaking out. Like it's funny. But LA traffic and stuff is terrible. So like it's like, you know, everyone.
Do most people drive to get around LA?
In LA, yeah, you gotta drive.
Yeah,
it's one of those things, man. Because their transit is garbage, dude. Like I used to have to commute from Long Beach to Woodland Hills, which, if anyone knows what that is like the bottom of LA to the very top of LA, and that like is 4 hours, like on commute, like transit.
Oh,
but like
shit.
if you drive, it's like an hour.
Oh,
but
wow.
like, because the traffic is also shit. LA is a place I just Uber or Lyft if I'm out there.
I feel that.
Definitely the move.
So, what made you get started into what made you get started into making music?
In general?
Just in general,
yeah. Music just always been in my life, you feel me? Like my dad was a guitarist, is a guitarist and a drummer, was growing up, like in high school in Ethiopia, so like he put me on to music. Like I was first introduced to like Michael Jackson, like James Brown, Smokey Robinson. Like I was getting introduced to Motown and stuff, and then like I was 4 years old and my brother played me Hit 'Em Up by Tupac in '97, and that was just like, yo, you can do this on a record. Like I got in so much trouble because I used to say, nigga, I hit 'em up. And I was like in school at like 5, and I didn't understand why until I was like, oh, I like this. So like that just got me exploring just writing and stuff. It just eventually started happening. Like then in high school, it's when it really started picking up. It was weird because like in high school, like I didn't have I was in like a bunch of accelerated classes, but like I hung out with hood niggas. Like that was just how I always, growing up was. A teacher recognized that and was like, you're mad like talented or whatever. So like she built a studio for me in high school, like in her classroom, like a TV productions teacher. She gave me my first mic, gave me my first shout out Miss Greer, Joanna Greer, I love you. I'm about to throw you a bag when I'm on. Nah, she like gave me a microphone, a MacBook, and was like, I could just record, make beats all day.
That's crazy.
And like any teachers that knew I was there, she'd be like, oh, he's excused. And like that was like the second half of my junior year and all the senior year. And like instead of skipping class and like, you know, hitting licks or like, you know, turning up, doing all this shit, I was just, you know, smacked making beats in class. And that like opened the door for this, you know. If I didn't have that, I don't know where I'd be right now.
I was gonna say, was that like a key point where you're like, I'm gonna make music now?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I was just like, yo, that was the first time I ever got positive reinforcement. Because like being Ethiopian, like, and like your parent, like any like foreigner really, like your parents come to this country and they want you to be a doctor, like a lawyer, like, so like I never really had a place where I could make music up until like it was something I had to like fight for basically, and like prove like this is, you know, like what I want to do. So like that ultimately caused me to like go to California. And like now, like it's crazy, my parents were so against this music shit because I used to go to Howard University, and I was like working at hospitals as a male nurse and like doing I had a whole different path of what I was doing, like, but I always knew this is what I wanted to do, like through all that, and I wasn't happy doing these things that I thought other people wanted me to do. So like that motivated me to just like I'm about to just put it on myself. And
is that when you made the move to California then?
Yeah.
Whenever you're like,
yeah, now my parents will like, I'll come home and I see my parents will play my music for some people. I'm like, what the hell? Like and any Ethiopian like creative that like that's literally unheard of. Nowadays I'm just like, yo, like it was a trip just to get to this point, but I'm excited for everything else coming forward. So like I don't know, it's just a testament to like, yo, you can really do some shit if you really like put your mind to it, like, and just fight against or like just center yourself around people that support what you're trying to do and not like give in to like the insecurities and limitations of others. It's all like, again, like we were talking about earlier, it's all about like your mindset, your perspective on things. That can really has a huge effect in how you move. So like, and even how you create and how you want to be presented. We like we don't give ourselves enough credit for how much we can control in our lives.
So talk more on that, man. Like your mindset, like how do you, I don't know, just
how do I think? I mean,
yeah.
I just think that everything is perspective. Like something can happen, like, but it's all about how you look at it and how you react to it. You know what I'm saying? For good and for bad. I'm very like, it's weird because I want to say that I try to be humble, but like when you say that, it comes off as, you know, that's not humble. Saying, you know what I mean? Like I don't like, I feel like people try to come off a certain way, and it's like when you say what you are, say what you know. I just try to have good intentions in how I move, and I feel like through the good and bad, like if you can continue to just exude that, people will see the good in you. And like a lot of things that have happened in my life that have blessed me to even be at this point, it's like, yo, like I take that with like, take that heavy. So I'm like, yo, like I just treat others how I want to be treated. That's basically my understand how I grew up. You grow up and you realize some people weren't raised on some basic ass principles, and it's like, yo, like a lot of shiesty, especially in this industry. There's a lot of shady people. So
for
like,
real,
you just gotta know how you move and trust your gut and all that. So like in terms of like, I wouldn't go ahead and say like, you know, that's just how I try and carry myself, and I choose to continue to carry myself, like, because at the end of the day, it's all about respect. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck clout, fuck all that other shit. It's like I don't gotta like what the music, I mean, I don't gotta like but if you know, you treat people with respect, that's all there is to it. Like I'll never hate on another person's grind out of insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Just know yourself, love yourself, and do good by others. That's really what I would say.
I like it. So do you think that mentality, do you propel that mentality onto your music?
Different aspects of it, yeah. I feel like if I'm gonna be like frank, like I don't know, like I'm a black man in America, and it's like pretty like there are good and bad aspects of that. You feel me? Experienced a lot, like just growing up here versus moving and like being all over. So like understanding, and I try to speak my experiences in music, really just shit I've been through, or just, you know, like, so sometimes that's positive and good, but there there are different sides to that. I feel like sometimes I like making angry music. If I'm in a mood, like I just try to make what I'm feeling, and you ain't gotta like it or you can hate, but like I just want people to feel what I'm feeling. So like I don't know.
So if you had to categorize your music, if you could, what would you say
could.
it is? Yeah.
I used to so just with hip hop and like influences of R&B, soul, experimental, alternative stuff. I would say like an alternative soul kind of vibe is what I like to make.
You recently went on a tour in Australia. What was that like?
That shit was cool. Shout out Nicole Miller and EMI. She put out an album in June, and I was one of the guest features on it. So I had the opportunity to go to Australia and went on a couple tour dates and performed with her and her band. It was cool. Australia is amazing too. Like it was funny because just like I remember at the beginning of the year, my engineer is in Melbourne right now. Shout out my boy Santi. He lived in LA and we would make a bunch of records. Then he moved back to Australia for his citizenship stuff. So like I would always joke like, yeah, I'm about to pull up on you. You know what I mean? Like I'm in LA. He's like, you're not gonna come to Australia. I was like, nigga, yeah, I'm about to come. What you talking about? Yeah, don't blame me. Like, and then like a couple months later, that opportunity came up, and I was just like, yo, yeah,
I'm coming.
Yeah, I feel like that's a testament to just like speak what you want into existence and make and work trying to make it happen, and somehow that happened. So I got to go out there, and like they got amazing vegan food out there. Like restaurants and all the food is top notch.
A1.
Yeah, but they don't got ketchup, my nigga. Like, yo, there's so many things that are just like weird. There's so many things that were weird in that trip, bro. They don't got blue Doritos.
They don't have Cool Ranch.
They don't have Cool Ranch. They got the nacho cheese is a yellow bag. A yellow bag. The red one is some other shit, and then they have a green Doritos that's called Original Salt. I was like, nah, I can't.
What do you do in Australia?
Then they got. You can tell by a place by their snacks. You can really tell where you're at. Like, you know what I mean? Like they had a cool snack game. But like, and then the ketchup. They have tomato sauce. That shit blew me.
Like not ketchup, tomato sauce.
You know how many places I went to and I was like, yo, can I get some ketchup with these fries? They're like, yeah, I got you. And they'd bring a bottle of Heinz, but it would say tomato sauce. I'm like, the fuck? It's the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Don't eat that shit. You can literally see the salt. It like the sugar. It's literally sugar and watered down ketchup. That shit is garbage. Yeah, I'll never eat that shit again. But it's everywhere. They sell that shit everywhere, or like at restaurants. You have to specifically be like, no, I want ketchup. I didn't think that. It's little things like that you don't think that you need until the moment comes, and then you realize like, yo.
Was that your first big tour?
Not my first big tour. I've done like opening sets and like tours of other artists and stuff here and there. Like I did like a Oakland date once for like Maxo Cream and Dash with Aston Matthews. I've done like shit with shout out my nigga Peggy, JPEG. I've done some dates with him. I did a date with him in Injury Reserve too. That was cool. At SF. That was a sold out show. That shit was dope as fuck. Yeah, but then I also do like my own shows and shit too. So like, but it's just a matter of opening yourself up to opportunities that just come. So like, I'm blessed for that. Been moving, so just excited. Like this next year's about to be
late
cool.
January. Your EP's dropping, right?
Yeah, so I'm dropping. So I'm actually I'm dropping a video in a few weeks before I drop the EP, and then I'm dropping another single and dropping the EP at the end of January. Something slight on the way. That's what it's called.
Something slight.
Something slight. It ain't too big. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be too crazy. Just something slight. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just giving y'all a little sample of what I'm talking about.
How many songs are gonna be on Something Slight?
See, it's not gonna be too big. It's like 7. You know what I'm saying?
That's 7 songs. That's an EP. That's an EP.
Something slight. You know what I'm saying? It's a little.
It's Something Slight.
7 songs. It's funny. Like, shout out my boy Nick Francis. That's my creative director in Oakland. That I work with. So like he one day we were chilling because I've been working on this like the album that I've been working on for like a little over like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So like I was originally working on that, and then I just sent him a folder of like 50 songs, and I was just like, yeah, just listen to some stuff that I've been, because I'll be when I'm in LA and he's up in the Bay, we'll talk, and I'll just be like, just listen to some of this stuff. Let me know what you think, and I'll just be working, because you kind of have that, like, you have people in your camp you want to like talk to and stuff, get opinions of, just as we work. And yeah, he just picked 7 songs. Was like, yo, this is like, let's just make an EP and just drop it right now. And I was just like,
I like it.
I was like, all right, yeah. But we were like, yo, like we're still working on this album, but like, yo, like let's give him something slight in the meantime. And then we were just like, well, yeah, like let's, you know what I'm saying, and we kind of just ran with it. So
I like it. I like it.
But also it speaks to just, I feel like not only in the creative context, but also just in general, like I feel like when there's so much going on, I feel like, again, with how we perceive shit, like if we view things as, I view shit that's very complex and things as something slight, because I'm just like, there's no need to really stress about this. It's just, that's just how I move, because like we were talking about earlier, like the climate of everything, whether it be socially, like you can say politically, like whatever you want to like call it, like shit is real right now. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, like if we really want to talk about that, but like it's like understanding, like sometimes there are things that are out of our control that we can't control, and I feel like if we perceive things a certain way, we can move and just and get through shit. So like, I don't know. This EP was just a testament to that. Like, yo, I'm not gonna stress about this EP. I'm just gonna put out something slight. But also, like, there's a lot of substance and a lot of shit that's on there that people will fuck with. So like, I'm just excited for dropping that and kind of just all this new shit afterwards that I'm gonna be rolling out with.
All right, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming out today, brother. You obviously a cool ass dude. I fuck with it. I like the vibe. I like
appreciate
LA.
it,
I'm definitely gonna have to come out and visit you sometime.
Oh yeah, you already know what it is,
for
man.
For sure. All right, man. EP dropping soon. The vibe.